Well, good Tuesday morning to you. I'm going to do an educational primer this morning, and it's going to focus once again on influence and the power of influence. Uh, what I get to do is I do a lot of people watching, and when I people watch, I just am amazed by what I get to experience. I want to share this story with you this morning because of the influence I believe some people are having on a couple of children. So I was having breakfast. As I was sitting there having breakfast, I noticed an older couple, probably in their late 60s, I'm guessing, come in. And I know that the one gentleman the husband was a Vietnam vet because he was wearing a hat. And so, thanks for your service, sir. I didn't get a chance to talk to you, but thank you for what you did for our country. Along with them, I believe it was their grandchildren. Now, I don't know if they have custody of the grandchildren or if they were just taking them to school, but the fact of the matter was there was probably a boy that was about 12 years old and a girl that was probably, I'm guessing, 15 or 16. So the grandparents, or whoever they were, went to order, and the two children were sitting by themselves. And what was amazing was they were actually talking to each other. They weren't on phones, which I found really amazing. They were actually communicating. So if Simon Sinek talks about millennials and the cell phone, that type of thing. The thing that I noticed was they were actually communicating with each other. The 12-year-old was telling his older sister about a book he was reading, and he actually had the book with him, which I found truly interesting. So I watched their interaction with each other, and then the probably the grandparents, I'm assuming they were the grandparents, came, and then they sat down and ate, and all four of them talked. So we've got this huge generational gap, and they were communicating. And you want to know why? Because they weren't on their phones. How neat that was to witness today. So I didn't get a chance. I actually wanted to go say something and just kind of hear their story a little bit, but before I went over to the talk, they had left. So I didn't get a chance to talk with them so they could share their story any further. But the power of influence. So these grandparents, whatever their role was, obviously are making an influence on these people. So be careful how you influence people. You can choose to do it in one of two ways. And I share with you, and you've heard me say this before, do it in a positive manner. Make it a great Tuesday. I'm excited today. Things are good, and we'll talk to you soon.